The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Kirk, Sam, Deepak, Tim, guys, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 10. Marco, good morning. Dominic, Earl. Guys, good morning. If you folks, Paul, good morning. If you folks are here on trial, good morning and welcome. James, good morning. Looks like we're getting a nice little bounce here in the indices. Hope you guys, Leo, good morning. Hope you guys all had a fantastic afternoon and evening. Yesterday was another fairly sucky trade, if you will. But we are moving in the right direction currently. Tom, good morning. Gerardo, Todd, guys, good morning. Good morning. Trial members, once again, good morning and welcome back. We have had one single bot trade this morning. And the bots aren't on, that's why. Let's see. Crude, we're up $450. Yes. Gold. NASDAQ, let's see here. What am I missing? Russell. And I believe, let's see here. Excuse me. I think I got them all. They should all be on. So we're up $450. Morning, Dan. We're up $450 on one bot trade. It was an ES short. That is the only bot. Oh, now we have another one. We now have a NASDAQ long on the bot. NASDAQ long. All right, so funded trader account. I have not turned it on as of yet. Would have had a couple of winning trades this morning, but I have not turned it on. I have told you guys that I am using the same settings with very good results between 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern. 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern. So last Tuesday, the bot did 520 between 6 and 9. Last Wednesday, it did 702. Thursday, it did 500. I reset it. Did another 507. So 1,007 on Thursday. And then Sunday evening, it did 500. I reset it. It did 545. So yesterday, I started another funded trader account. And I did 630. I will only trade this account between 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay? So this account, which I began yesterday, I need 3,000 to qualify for, is up $630 to start. Okay? So for the current room account, I have done nothing. This account, I haven't turned them on yet. I would have been done. NASDAQ, gold hit a short. YM has not gone to target yet, but it's in the money. So I will do those trades in the room. NASDAQ on the bot. Good morning, Albert. NASDAQ on the bot is up 240 at this point. First target is 72.50. So almost a first target. 5 handles from first target. Hope you guys had a good evening for my trials. I hope you had an enjoyable first day. I do like the indices long. We are grossly oversold on the daily. And the NASDAQ yesterday went to 23, well below 30 on the RSI. So we are oversold. We are in need of a relief rally. ES as well is no different. So I'm looking for a bounce today. As evidenced yesterday, I did buy calls, SPY calls. I did put that out there. Let's see where we closed yesterday on this. There's another bot trade. Hang on one second. NASDAQ almost to target. 72 is first target. So yesterday I bought SPY May 22nd. I'm sorry, May 20th. 390 calls. And they probably closed down a little bit. Let's see. I paid $16.75. Yeah, I'm down about 7%. I paid $16.75. They should be right about that. So we've got a trade. Nah, this is not a trade. Hang on here, guys. This NASDAQ. One of those is irrelevant. It's I don't even know what SIM. It's on a SIM 15 range account. The bot, we're up 890 here. Let's do this. I don't even know where it is, guys. There we go. That's the only one I care about. There we go. Then Q, yeah, SIM 15 range. We don't care about that. In any event, we're here. We got first target. Markets are moving higher. I will go over charts momentarily. If anybody has any questions, feel free to holler. But I will quickly read the disclaimer. I've got all day to get rid of this. I've got all day to get rid of the or get my total in for the day. Can't get rid of it. I got to find the disclaimer, guys. I just got done saying that, Paul. Yep, using the same settings. I have found from 6 to 9 p.m. After that, it gets a little choppy until Europe opens. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. 6 to 9 p.m. I'm going to go over everything, guys, for my members tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, I will do a webinar for you guys. I am doing a webinar today for non-members. Of course, as members, y'all can attend, but it'll be, there won't be anything in there that would be of much interest, I wouldn't think, to anybody that's a member. It's not going to be like I'm giving non-members settings that, they're not getting any. There's another bot trade. Let's see what the heck we got going on. Everything's going long. All right, fellas. We have gold is in a short. We have a runner on in the NASDAQ, and the bot is up 890 currently. So we'll let it go. Will the webinar tomorrow be recorded? Yes. So here's the deal, Wendy. Okay. I will have and this is for everyone, I will have a link put in the member area today so that members can sign up for the webinar. Anyone that signs up for the webinar, I will email via benchmark email. I will email everyone the webinar recording tomorrow evening. If you do not sign up for the webinar, I will have no recording to send. I'll put it in the member area eventually. Eventually, it'll get to the member area. Might be a week, but if you want the webinar, post haste, then I suggest you all sign up for the webinar. Okay? U.S. government required disclaimer: futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend itself or give itself more or less credence. Trade according to your own accounts. Please trade according to your tolerance for risk. All right, guys, so here is the gold bot trade that is currently on. And again, at 11 a.m., I'll go over every trade. And this is the NASDAQ trade on the bot that is currently on. We need 398 for second target. And the ES trade, this is the ES trade from this morning. First target. So we got first target on this trade. Again, I'll go over all bot trades at 11 o'clock. I can at least put an ellipse around the first one. Trade number 1, winner. Let's see here. NASDAQ. Oh. Trade number 1. And gold, which is doing what gold does. Looks like it hit target 1 and did not fill. That is a peeve of mine. Okay, so we'll let them trade. You got a winner in the NASDAQ, a winner in the ES, and we'll see what we get here in gold. As a reminder to trial members, we have 3 bots that begin trading at 6 a.m. Those bots are the NASDAQ, ES, and gold. At 8:55, crude will begin its day, and then at 9:30, the Russell will trade. All right, let's go over charts. I will be doing a webinar this evening, primarily geared toward those that do not own the bot, obviously, that might be looking for a way to get funded. Again, I do not think that my members, some of you have signed up, I do not think that you will find much benefit out of this webinar. Tomorrow, all right, gold got first target on the bot, first and out. So target 1. The bot is currently up $1,060. Target 2 is at 98, and we should hit that here within 2 ticks, or 2 ticks to target 2. That'll put us up some $1,700-$1,800 in pre-market on the bot. $97.75. Missed by a tick. Missed by a tick. If you send me an email, Gene, you've trialed before. I mean, I mean this to be funny, right? Whenever I know somebody's email address, I know I know they've trialed, and you have a fairly distinct email. Send me an email, and I will send you the link for this evening's webinar. But it won't be a whole lot different than what you've seen in a previous trial. But what I'm going to go over is, and what you may not be aware, and I'll reiterate it for the benefit of all of the members. Several weeks ago, I have numerous funded traders in this room, numerous. One of our guys Skyped me last night. He just passed a 10 account combine. So he did 10 accounts with a trade copier. He just passed. He has to do like I do on my first account, one contract trade kind of thing for 4 days or so. But we have innumerable funded traders. So my guys asked me to do a funded thing. And I figured, well, this is easy. And I took some whacks at it. And not understanding how these funded trader programs really work, failed. One of which was I was doing a $6,000 combine, or $6,000 to pass. One of which I was up $5,700, and I was up $2,800 on my Dom that day. And I took a losing trade manually, took a losing trade of maybe $1,400 or something like that. And with Apex's trailing draw, I washed out. I'm still up $1,400 on the Dom. I'm still up over $4,000 in 4 days, and I failed. And I failed a few others. I'm not going to lie. I did everything my guys told me not to do. 10 contract trades, blah, blah, blah. So I finally figured out the method to the madness in getting funded. And in simplistic terms, short and sweet, it's about a mouthful of dirt every day, right? You get no bonus points for passing in 1 day. You're not penalized for passing in 4 weeks. The whole goal is to pass. So subsequent to that, I took my bots, which if you've seen the bots before, you know that they are up, and I know you have. The bots are up 191, almost 92,000 in the last 43 weeks. But I took those bots and I somewhat adjusted them, time frames and settings, to be more simpatico with getting through a combine, right? We don't need 40 handle trades. You don't need the NASDAQ to have a 26 handle first target and try to pass on the first day. That's not the goal. So last Monday, a week ago Monday, I re-upped in a combine. I passed the first combine on Thursday. So now I have to do a one contract trade, micro trade, in and out through Friday. And then I am officially past the combine. On Thursday, I began another combine. Yesterday, I forget what I did, 8 something. Long story short, I am within about $800 of passing my second combine after trading Thursday, Friday, and Monday. Now, I have worked with these bots. Now, granted, the data is relatively small and insignificant, meaning I only have 5 days of, well, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday, 5 days worth of data for the evening hours as far as live trading. Now, back testing, I have reams of back testing, right? But back testing is not necessarily synonymous with live trading. But I had the data that substantiates that between 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern, it makes sense to run the bots with the current settings. So yesterday, I signed up for a third combine. Again, I need $3,000 to pass. And I am currently at $610. Now that, which last night was the first night I ran them. I will run that, what I'm referring to now as my night account. I will only run that in the evening. So when we come in tomorrow morning, I will show you this evening's total. My daily goal is 500. Now, obviously, to get to 610, I obviously hit additional targets, but my daily goal is 500 bucks, right? So it's roughly, let's call it 6 sessions, if you will. All things go right, 6 sessions to pass the combine. But there's a little more to it than that, which I'll go over with members tomorrow night. But for the purposes of this evening, I just want to talk about the bot. Many traders are trying to get funded. Many traders. As evidenced by the first combine that I signed up for with Apex, they maintained that they had 10,000 people sign up that same weekend. 10,000. So there are a lot of traders out there, or wannabe traders, people that would like to be able to trade, but don't necessarily have the skills, or more importantly, they don't have the financial wherewithal to actually be a trader. Jerry, that's a question I can't answer because I am not completely familiar with the process. I will speak to one of my guys sometime this week who is and has been funded for many months, and I will find out the entire scope of, okay, so once you're funded, where do we go from here? But neither here nor there. My goal, look, here's my goal, and I think this should be everyone's goal: 5 to 10 funded accounts. Let's just say, yeah, thank you, Paul. Let's say you pass, you can get 10 funded accounts. Just again, I'm spitballing here. And we're using Apex as a trade copier, right? So you execute in one, it executes across all 10. If somebody says, I have a daily goal of $1,000 a day, and you have 10 funded accounts, you merely have to do $100. $100 a day. That's your $1,000 a day. So my goal will always remain consistent at $500 a day. If I can do that across 10 funded accounts, it's $5,000 a day. It's $25,000 a week. I know for a fact, again, I don't know what everybody is doing unless somebody tells me, but one of our guys did $84,000 last month. We have one member who has $950,000 in fully funded accounts. And for giggles, he's going to do a $50,000 account to give him an even million. Now, he trades them all differently. He does not trade them on a trade copier. He is trading them differently. Some he's doing micro, some he's doing minis, some he's doing this, some he's doing that, but he's trading them differently, which makes sense as well. So now that we got that out of the way, we've had 3 bot trades, guys. This NASDAQ trade is still on. It missed that target 2 at 98 by 1 tick. I still think it'll get it. And I do think we're going up today. Let me take a look at order flow. This is the move I was kind of looking for yesterday, but we never got a bounce. All right, ES. Heavy volume. 295,000 contracts have traded. We have 11,000 net buyers. Yesterday, we were down significantly on solid net buying. I think they were loading up for today and tomorrow. I think we're going to get a pretty good bounce in the next 2 days. NASDAQ, pretty heavy volume. 132,000 contracts have traded. We have 2,100 net buyers. There it is. Target 2 hit and filled NASDAQ. Bots now up 1790. Now, for many of you, that would be your day. Yesterday, the bot did 1880. It was up over 3,000 at one point. Did 1880. So some of you may wish or elect to turn your bots off at this point. $2,100 net buyers. We're going up, fellas. I'm telling you, we're going up. I've been saying this since yesterday, and we just couldn't get that damn bounce. Hey, John. Let's see. Will be interesting to see if Apex will pay out to someone with $1 million in the account. In my opinion, Apex is not expecting that to happen, and you have to wait 3 months. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, so listen, John, I appreciate the doubting Thomas. Nice job, Ray. And there will always be doubting Thomases, right? Paul just said Apex pays him every month. Paul, are you past that 3 months where you can only take $2,000 a month? On one account, he is. The other, what do you have? 3 more accounts with them? Yes. So he has 4 accounts with Apex. One account is past the 90 days, right? So for the first 90 days, if you made $1 billion, they will allow you to withdraw $2,000. That's it. That's it. Can't even buy a terrific bottle of wine for that. But at the end of 3 months, now you can withdraw as much as you'd like. So what they're looking for, guys, no different than the combine. They are looking for consistency, right? So they don't want a one-hit wonder. Guy throws on 5 contracts and the market sells off 1,000 points and he passes the combine in 22 minutes, right? Well, the same thing is true for funded. That's why for the first 3 months, they're withholding funds. But remember, as you make money over those first, let's say 3 months, let's say you have an accumulation in an individual account in 3 months of $8,000. That is theoretically your draw now on the account. You can go $8,000. They'll still wash you if you go 8,001. But what they're not looking for, any of these funded platforms, they're not looking for loosey-goosey, one-hit wonders, throw 6 on this trade, 4 on that trade, 19 on another trade, and just hanging it and banging it. That's not what they want. First 10,000 made is 100% yours, then it's a 90-10 split. But the point I'm trying to make is they're looking for traders that are consistent. They don't care if you make $200 a day. They'd be ecstatic with that. $200 every day, $200, $200, $200, $200. Do you know how easy it is to make $200 a day? Seriously? That's $1,000 a week. So in any event, there are a lot of traders out there. Again, I'm not trying to sway anybody's opinion on, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. That's not what I'm attempting to do. I'm merely saying if you are interested, and apparently there is one merely has to look at the fact that 4 years ago or so, Top Step Trader was birthed, and they were the only one. They controlled the entire industry. They were the Apple of the industry, a monopoly. Who knows how many funded platforms there are now? 10? I don't know. More, if you take into account 21. Always the guy with the number. 21. So clearly there is a need and enough people globally that either A, don't have the expert in 11 Forex, so 32 total funded platforms, that either A, don't have the financial wherewithal to be able to trade, or B, don't have the necessary skills, or a combination of both. So my presentation this evening is geared toward those that would like to trade, but maybe don't have the funds. They can afford a robot and let it do it for them, and I have the numbers that substantiate that. Or they can attempt to trade micros or whatever else, whatever the case may be, and make a few bucks. No. Pete. Tonight, I am doing a webinar for non-members. Opposed to doing OTC, I am doing my own. Tomorrow, I am going to do a webinar for, there's a new day high, fellas, we're breaking up. Tomorrow, I will do a webinar for the members where I'm going to give my experience and then release my settings. That will be tomorrow evening. Guys, I may not even get a damn bot trade today. Seriously. This looks like it's going to be a trend day. If I don't, I don't. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I just don't trade today. Doesn't matter. I don't have to trade every day. There's no law that says you have to trade every day. Good morning, Greg. At least I don't think. Paul, do I have to place a trade every single day? Let me get my one trade out of the way here, fellas. Let me go to MNQ. Let me go to that account. One contract. That's a quick 650 loss. I just have to trade 10 days a month. All right, so I'm done with that account. I still have to trade Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I like gold too. And I'll let the bot take it. We're going up skis, fellas. Up skis. I told you. We're going to hit 500 today. Look, the ES. All right, we got value area high. We're going to trade to 45. We may get a rejection here, pull back, and I think we're going to trade. Look, if we break above 65, there will be short, even above 45. This could be a pretty good short cover rally. Anybody buy those SPY calls yesterday? Anybody? No? Okay, Deepak, I know you did. Well, they should be in the money today. All right, so here's gold on the bot. No, that's YM. Grab the wrong chart. Here's gold. Now, I don't have the scalper on, right? I'm using the normal ATM here. Whoop, sorry, fellas. Come on, one more tick. One more. Seriously? One more. Give me that full target. 0.7. Let me see what this looks like. Man, that should have gotten that. Now, this would have hit if I were using, and I'll explain this to the members tomorrow. If I were using the scalp settings, this would have hit. I'd be out of the trade. There it is. Target filled. Now it's free. If I get that other target, let's see, 260, 360, be 390. I'd still be short of my goal. I may have to change one of these charts because the indices are all longs. I may have to change one to crude or something else. see if gold has a. We have another bot trade, original bot, gold. This is my trade here on the Apex account. That's the original. NASDAQ's blowing up, fellas. All right, I'm going to, no, first target only, fellas. That's fine. If I don't get a pullback in anything else, c'est la vie. Morning, Rich. Again, my goal is 500. I got 148. I need 360 bucks. I'm done. I'm sure I can find that on one of these bots. And if I have to change one to crude, I'll change it to crude. That's just my goal, James. No, you don't have to make. No, that's just my daily goal, 500. I will do no manual trading on this room account, right? Hell yeah, you can shut it off. You've made $3,000 since yesterday. Shut the bot off. Why not? You made money. Guys, I'll find trades. I told you ES was long. Listen, when we first came in, we were down in here. I said we should at least trade value area high. We did. Those of you guys that have been around a while know that, you know, if you like the trade, you can take that trade. I'm telling you where I think we're going. I think we trade 45 and above 45. This could get a rip. A rip. Let me see if this will. Yeah, I'll tell you where this looks like it wants to go. 630. 630. We have another bot trade. That's on the ES. So the ES has taken a long on the bot, the original, and we're still long gold. Robert, you can attend the webinar tomorrow. To answer your question specifically, yes, but attend the webinar tomorrow. You have the bot, right? I honestly don't know. Do you own the bot? Yeah, so attend the webinar tomorrow. Do. Let's see here, guys. I'm not even going to get a trade on crude because that's already gone. So, fellas, I mean, right now it's looking like a trend day. You guys know I hate trend days, up or down. Bot is up 21.27 now. Gold hit first target to the tick and did not fill anything. So we're still sitting in gold. Target number 2 on the ES is 44.25. Which would be my target anyways. I mean, here is what I gave you guys. Anybody long ES or NASDAQ, guys? Telling you we're going up. Gold is moving back up on the bot. Or at least attempting to. Okay, Cliff. Okay, John. All right, fellas. As always, trade as you see fit. I am looking for longs. We'll see what happens at that 45 level. Nice job, Arjan, from 32. Nice job. Guys, 500 is the target on NASDAQ. 515. You got two targets, 509 and 515. If we get above that, we're going 600. I mean, this could be much like last Wednesday, FOMC. This could be a massive short cover rally. Massive. Doesn't change anything. We're still coming lower. All right, gold got first target. So we've had 5 bot trades on the session, 2 ES winners, 2 gold winners, and a NASDAQ winner. We have runners in each. Let's see what we got today, fellas. I don't even know this stock. CPNG, Coupang. Coupang shares surge as JP Morgan indicates stock is extremely oversold. Upstart stock plummets after analysts downgrade on watch a potential collapse continuation. Li Auto beat sales and earnings. SPY, if it breaks 404, those of us that have calls from yesterday, we target 412. Just to give you guys an idea. So I'm targeting about 412 on SPY. We're almost to that 44, fellas. 43.50, close enough for hand grenades. Now, if we get through 45, 65 is your target. I mean, she's going. I'm off by a tick right now. 44, got target. You got target at 44. So there's target. Bot's up 29.05. Now, if we get through this 45, there could be a quick rip. 65. Daily close over 65. And we are going 4,100 to 4,150. I wish gold would get off its horse. I like gold and silver, guys, long term. Out on gold on the rudder. So we're at 29.15 on the day. 29.15. And I may be out of luck on the bots until this afternoon on the Apex accounts. We are straight up. Fellas, it's 9 a.m. This is where I take my breakfast break. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Here comes your 65. There's 65. Okay, that's been diagrammed. We should fade here. So if you are in the ES, this is probably where you want to reduce contracts. If you have multiples and you're trading runners, now you can try to hold out for 4,100. That may come later in the day. Trade them as you see fit, but that trade was given in the 20s. It's 40 handles, fellas. It's a hell of an ES trade. SPY calls 1937. Nice. I paid $16.75. I'm happy. Thank you, Deepak. All right, here's our pullback. I'd like to see 1925. We're going to find some support 71 initially. maybe even 62, somewhere between 62 and 72. Gold is flopping. All right, fellas. All right. There's some support here. Nice job, Lori. On the long or the short? Nice. Let them settle down. If you didn't catch the long or the pullback here, let them settle down. There's my 25. This is the area that I like. Small sellers in here. All right, I'm going to try a long here, guys. Wrong damn account. God dang it. That was my entry. I still had it on the damn Apex account on my Dom. Made money with one micro. Fed's method, we need to move inflation up at a pace to get rate of inflation turning. $25 was my entry, guys. 24, I got my entry. There's a bot trade somewhere. Gold, short. So all we did was ping off of 65, which was a target and now resistance. That's it. And we have another RTY short. So we have two shorts on, RTY and gold on the bot. RTY has target 1 filled. Looks like we're going to come down. I'm trying to come down a little lower. NASDAQ's coming down, fellas. Mester acknowledging we could see another GDP print. Target 2 hit and filled on the Russell bot. Mester does not think policy will put the economy into a sustained downturn. 403, Greg? Yeah, that's well, what are they going to say? Our policy is going to send us into a recession. Not to worry. Things will get better in 2 years. What are they going to say? NASDAQ's coming down. A lot of positive momentum underneath the negative first quarter GDP print. We're just hanging out here, guys, hanging out. All right, so we have a bot trade here. This is on the funded Apex account. Hit target. There it is. Got target 1. I don't know why break even didn't come on. Done for the day, fellas. Done for the day with the funded trader bots. 2 trades. Done for the day. Gold trade, ES trade. That's it. Done. 554.50. Daily goal has been exceeded. Done. That's it. Will not take any more trades. All done. All right. Something's getting targets up the Wazowski. What do we got? I don't even know what took trades. Oh, NASDAQ took a short. Target one is filled. The original bots are now up 39.35 with two runners. 39.35. So, just to recap, I began this funded trader account on Thursday. I was green Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, and I am now within less than $300 of getting funded. Less than $300 of getting funded on my second account. We are now at 42.75. Target 2 on this NASDAQ is 321. And we got a ways to go. If we get to 321, guys, the bots are going to be up well over 5,000. Nice job, Mimi. Send me those settings, will you? Mimi? So again, for those of you looking to get funded for my members, I will cover this tomorrow for all of you. For those of you that are on trial, I hope you're enjoying your trial. I have not given it out. I mean, this is what happens. We get these damn Fed speakers, and we go and ruin a perfectly good session. NASDAQ is going to come down to 327 area, 325. That's where I'll look for the long. I will try it down there. If anybody likes YM, you can probably sell right here, 85 to 90, with target one at 412. Stop has to be 540 on YM. Target one is 412. Guys, I will shut bots down at 9:49. They'll be up 5, whatever they do at this point. This is part of knowing when to fold them. You don't trade these bots until 11 just because you can if you're up $5,000. Anybody take YM? Anybody short YM? No? Okay. We hit my 25 now. We hit 33. I'm looking for a smidge lower. Smidge. Just a smidge. Nice job, Ray. Ray's up 1235 times 5 Apex accounts. $6,000 day. Nice job, Ray. Kirk is up 4,592 on the day using the bot and order flow. Nice job, Kirk. Guys, if you're not making money, you ain't taking trades. I mean, I'm telling you what I'm seeing and what should happen, blah, blah, blah. NASDAQ might trade back to 292. ES looks like it's coming back to 40.20, which should now be support. If that blows, it's over. Looks like NASDAQ cash is going to fill this gap. NASDAQ, we could bounce back to 420, fellas, above VWAP. We couldn't go back 420. Candle close here. Come on, I can't find my Dom. I'm late, way late. I should have been long. 83. First target, maybe 98. $97. Got buyers back up to 1,500 net buyers. Come on, Dingbat. Target filled. Out. I gave up $200 in that trade on a late entry. Almost 1,700 net buyers. We should trade 420. We should trade 420. All right, guys. Spots are done for the day for me. 39.05. I don't have to pay any attention to it today. There's our 420 and then some. Damn it. If I could have gotten my 25 entry, it would have been 100 handles. No more bot trades for the days, guys. Gary is up $4,000 on bots alone. His bots are off. For those of you guys that don't know Gary, Gary is a money manager and knows when to fold them. Looks like we're coming down. I would try a small short at 44 with a stop at 47 if we get there. No, maybe we're going up. We're pulling everything lower here, but we're pulling up. Anybody have any questions? Trials? New members? Anybody have anything? I think we're going up here, fellas. Next 10-minute bar, 10 o'clock. Got target on the NASDAQ. It's kind of stuck just above what that target was at 20. I'm waiting for the next 10-minute bar, guys. Which will be 10 o'clock. Is there anybody not making money? Is there anyone not making money? Anybody down? $23.50. Thank you, Deepak. Sitting right on its 100-week moving average. Got to bounce here, I would think. Back up to 23.60. I think you can get those in the money. Yeah, we're long. We're long, Deepak. 10-minute, we're long. We're long, Google. 23.16. It's long. The pullback was to 22.92. All right, fellas. I'm just waiting on the 10 o'clock candle. 40 seconds. Need be, I'll take it at 49. No blocks in here. I see no blocks. Or the previous bar. Or the one before that on the buy side. There are no block buyers. This 45 is, again, we're back at that 45, but we've breached it once. We should trade to 50. I like this to 50. All right. I'm going to try to buy 40. Come on, pull back. I'm going to buy the ES. Target one is 49, 48. We may cap out 47. Now we got an ECB calling for rate hikes. God darn it. Why do you guys start? All right, I'm out. I'm out. We pulled it down. I still think we're going up. Support initially now is 35. I'm going to try this again. Come on. This is support. This area has to hold. We bounce from here once. Yes, right back. There goes NASDAQ. Come on, go get me 49.50, 48 to 50. Need that swing at 48.75. Come on. There's basically a target right there, 48.49, if you guys want to take some risk off. NASDAQ's popping. We should pop. There's a target, fellas, if you want a target there. If we crack this swing, we should trade somewhere near 52 then. We still haven't got, there we go. We got the swing. Come on. Where's my next big offer? Jesus, way up here at 75. We're pushing value area high up here. So this is a spot to take risk off. Unless you guys want to, hold for a potential move back to 65, 64. If we can crack 52, maybe half, it's going straight to 63.45. 1,000 buyers, 1,200 buyers on the top of the candle at 50. Notice there is a lack of buyer imbalances up here and or blocks, which is somewhat. We have the point of control up here we're fighting now in a 5-minute at 48.75 and value area high at 50 half. It's got to get above 52. NASDAQ still pushing. Come on, one rip. Rip. Don't put in a lower high. There's our point of control. Come on, get above. Buyers right at the point of control. Buyers are trying, fellas. 1324 previous candle, 735 this candle. But again, lack of imbalance. Come on, buyers. Got to get above point of control, guys. Trade them for your accounts as you see fit. and tell you what has to happen. You need to make the decision how you trade it. We can get above 52. This will rip. They're buying the point of control. You see how thin the profile is here, though? This is where we're going to struggle. There we go. 52. Buy. Buy. 10 handles, fellas. I'll take one off at 64, 63. That's my goal. Doesn't preclude me from closing the trade and then try to hold one. Thank you, Jeff. Well, they got me on the first little stab, but that's okay. Small seller, 85 cars, nothing. We're just working through this really thin area in the profile, fellas. So trade them as you see fit. We're starting to fill it in up in here from about 53 to 55. We need price to move up, fill this profile in. Come on, you. So I'm not interested in shorts, but we are pulling back here pretty quickly. Again, that's why I tell you guys what what needs to happen to continue to move higher. I gave 10 handles, guys. Came back to that 45 support. Yeah, Leo, you're trading a sim account. That's why. So whenever that happens on a sim account, you have to reset your sim account. That's all. That doesn't happen on live trades. You may not hold 45 again, fellas. We've tagged it 3 times. It got as high as 55 from 44 half, 10 handle trade. Yellen speaking about abortion. Is she talking about personal experience, or why is she talking about abortion? They're not saying anything. I mean, my news is on. They're not saying anything. Yellen says banning abortion would hurt the U.S. economy. Does the U.S. economy derive some kind of monetary benefit in the assassination and murder of babies? If anybody would like to know if I'm pro-life or pro-choice, I think I just made my stance pretty clear. Yellen has turned complete woke, trying to politicize the thing. Yeah, listen. She was an ass. She was an ass when she was the Fed chair. She was horrific as the Fed chair. And this is just another Biden moronic appointee. That's all. Hang on, guys. I have somebody at my front door. I'm back, fellas. All right, ES, let's go. Come on. Quit goofing around in here. If you're going to the beach, have a good day at the beach. Hi. Yeah, we're going to cap out again. Come on, you. Let's go. Yeah, and I think it will. I mean, look, we got a fair amount of buyers. You know, get some sellers that just showed up here, a 50 block, which I care less about. This is why I enjoy trading the NASDAQ so much more. I mean, it just goes 30 points and zoop, this thing goes three handles in like, a month. It gave 10 though. I can't complain, but I'm looking for more than 10. Morning, Amin. Got an unfinished auction here in the current candle. Sellers now showing up 60, 70, and a 54. You got a 53 buyer and a 136 seller up here. Unless this breaks below 34, I'm in the trade. Is Yellen done speaking about how abortion is going to hurt the U.S. economy? Or lack of abortion? Now the Federal Reserve wants to take a political position? Can hear the cries now, fellas. Pack the court. Pack the court. There's a special place in hell. That's all I can say. Well, one thing's for sure, two for certain here. We're gonna break out of this coil one direction or the other. We're coiling here. If I had to take, again, obviously I think longs. I see the sellers. I would like to get this unfinished auction the heck out of here first. Okay, auction is gone. Send me those, Mimi, will you? Send me the settings for that. Looks like we're coming down. Gotta hold this area in here, fellas. We're wedged between basically 35 and 45. That's the range. Small buyers come right back in. If they're saying anything, guys, I have no idea. I'm not hearing anything. So if Yellen is in fact speaking, or anyone is speaking, I'm not here. They're not reporting it in squawk. If you guys are annoyed with the trade and didn't take anything off at 10 handles, depending on how you traded it, right? So I was looking for, almost a 20 handle move to first target and then the breakout. I still think we're going up today. I do not believe we're coming down. I don't think this is a sell the rally day. All right, here we are bouncing off VWAP. Pulled back further than I would have liked. So what I try to do is explain to you guys, should you decide to become members, and this applies to new members, what needs to happen in order to get to my targets. Right now, most ES traders would probably slit their wrist for a consistent 10 handle trade. But again, I have targets further up, and I believe we are going to get there today. We had substantial net buying yesterday on higher volume. So yesterday we had 37% higher volume than our 3-month daily average. And we had strong net buying even in that down move. Somebody was buying yesterday. Some bodies, right? They were getting bought up. Today we have pretty strong net buying as well. I suspect this is positioning ahead of tomorrow's CPI. Yesterday as well. But depending on how you traded it, that was either a big winning trade or a losing trade. Now, for me, I trade all day. So to me, if I take a loss, it's kind of moot. I'd rather get bigger targets, but that's why I try to explain what has to happen so that you can use your own discretion based on your accounts. If you're trading a $5,000 account, you're probably not going to let that trade go against you. If you're trading a $50,000 account, you probably are saying, okay, well, targets are there and that's where, I should trade to. I don't know, right? It's up to the individual trader. But I do believe we are longs. We are not shorts. I don't have any reason to be short. We have pulled VWAP up, which, we're stair-stepping higher, which is indicative of a pullback. But at the moment, I don't see shorts. I see pullbacks, but I don't see any reason to be short like we were Friday or Monday. So a break of VWAP, which I think we're going to get here. NASDAQ breaks VWAP. That'll, we're already below VWAP here. That will probably drag this into that 20. And NASDAQ on a break below VWAP, I will short. I don't have a choice. I have to short below VWAP. Natural gas now up 4%. Man. I mean, we're just sitting, fellas, sitting. Continued sellers at VWAP on the ES. Doop-de-doo it around. ES, I will only consider a long above 35, maybe 6. I would try it again up there. Or a 20 if it holds 20. NASDAQ is finding some buyers again. U.S. intelligence officials, kind of an oxymoron, does not foresee Russia using tactical nuclear weapons at this time, which is not to say they never will. All right, guys, watch this break of VWAP. Candle closed below VWAP. Not yet. ES hit 20 and bounced. Not finding many buyers. I'm looking at it. Not finding many buyers. Boom, 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 boom. Candle closed below VWAP. I hit it. We're only going to bounce VWAP so many times. It's got to come down. Man. I don't yodel. You know that. I won't yodel. No. I'll leave that for Ace doesn't trade. Come on, give it up. Down to 300 net buyers. Still won't give up VWAP. ES. May go now. No, still not. My target's 365, 370. And she finally went. 367. As always, trade him as you see fit. You got 700, 800, 900 in the trade. Trade them for your accounts. But I have a target at 67. Actually, I have a target at 64, so I'm coming in 3 handles above what I see as support. You've got negative. Oh, are you kidding me? Missed that by 4 ticks, fellas. There it is. Should get it. Come on, rat bag. Seriously? I missed by 2 ticks. 2 ticks. Now I hit target. It hit it. Oh my God. What am I, last in line? Seriously. Got it now. Free trade here from here on in, fellas. Free trade. Everybody good? 322. You guys good? Okay. All right, Brad. See you tomorrow, man. I mean, listen, you guys have watched me turn winning trades into losing trades. I generally hold for target. I generally do. Now, again, I cannot tell anybody how they should trade. All I can tell you is here's where I see the short. Here's where I see targets. Trade them as you see fit. Hold for target, don't hold for target, take $100, take $1 million. What we're not doing here, guys, is this is not a monkey see, monkey do, right? I can tell you what I see. My trades are in full view. I mean, I trade with complete transparency. I'm telling you why I see support and resistance where I do. I'm telling you what has to happen for us to get, something else. And now I'm just going to let this thing run itself silly. We now have negative delta of 1,200 plus contracts. Here comes my 322 next target. If we can get below that, we're going to work to 260. Yeah, that was a fib level down there. It was a cross between Fibonacci and Gann. And then I threw in a time factor in there, and that gave me the axis of directly proportionate. For those of you guys that are on trial, I hope you're chuckling. I don't trade dead people. Yeah, the moon phase. I forgot the moon phase. I have absolute zero confidence in Fibonacci. Little Fibonacci, little mass psychology here. I do put stock in Elliott wave, but here's the problem with wave theory, as I understand it, right? Which is to say, for the most part, I don't. There are very few people that are truly wave theorists that truly understand wave theory. Okay? Generally speaking, this is my experience. If you put 4 people in a room, they will argue amongst themselves if we are in a wave 1, a wave 1A, a wave 2, 1A, B. They will all argue what is a wave, what isn't a wave, what is a minor wave. And it's like, how do you trade it? There are people out there that are very good. And I have seen evidence of that. And the truth is, via a member here in the room, I do follow a guy who is, a wave theorist, and believe it or not, Gann theory, and he's very good. He's very, very good. I mean, he's a certified market technician, and I would be lying if I said I haven't made a lot of money with his option trades. I've made a lot of money with his option trades. But generally speaking, the average trader has no earthly idea. No, he uses Gann time. So he, for instance, he called, he was, I think he missed by a day on May 6th was one of his trades. Now he's, looking at potentially the end of the month to early June for another cycle. But I've done very well with him, really well. But these guys that do Fibonacci's and and I've traded Fibonacci's. No, that's not his name. Not Nenner. I don't even know that name, Dirk. Anybody holding shorts, guys? We're going to have to break 322 pretty good. Anybody holding shorts? No, he does not buy in the money options. All the option trades that I have bought, all the option trades that I have done with him, no, neither Nick or Garrett. I don't know either of those names. All of the trades that I have done with him are longer dated, and they have all, with the exception of one, have all done exceedingly well. Guys, I'm hoping for, I'm hoping for a blowout here. So if you're running a short, I'm hoping for a blowout. Now that they've trapped longs, yeah, I'm hoping for gap fill. Now that they've trapped longs and the longs are now sucking their collective breath, maybe we can get a push into yesterday's low. So my order flow, guys, this should have been an easy peasy trade for you guys. Easy peasy. We waited for the candle close. We got the short. Then we needed to identify targets. Well, if we head down to yesterday's low again, I suspect we are foobarred. And if I had to put a number on it, we're going to head down to 12,000 today. The webinar that I will be doing tomorrow evening, Rich, will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And with any education link, it will be in the member area. Guys, I think this can go all day. You got a 100 handle trade here. Guys, I've got, it's 10:50. We'll go over bot trades in 10 minutes. And I'm done calling trades. I mean, if you guys didn't take the short, I have no obvious long setup. I'm trying to trade this down to 200 now. I'll be out, give or take 200. Do I have anybody in the room that is not making money? Is there anyone that has not made money today? Is there anybody that has not made money? You like overnight lows at 101. Oof. Oof. If we break below 50, we really need to get below 250. I don't want to see this back above 300. I want to see this. There are buyers coming in. We have 600 in this 3-minute block. So we could get a fairly decent bounce here. Gold was long off 43. ES could get a bounce back to 12.5, but I'm not taking any longs. Guys, this is it for me for the morning session. This is the last trade. On MNQ on the bot, Randy? So each of them, the 177 and the 233? Okay, thank you for that. Got it. All right, guys. I'm going to take this off here. Out. Guys, if you will, give me 1 minute. Man, that ES is going to go back to 12. I'll be right back, fellas. I'm just going to get a Red Bull. I'll be. More importantly, and let me rephrase that, and we're going to get snaked. Do I have anybody that is losing money for any reason? You've done your own thing. You left the reservation. I'm going through the registration. I see one trial. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock. So I'm going to go over bot trades. Let's first go over the funded trader. Okay. You're welcome, John. So these would have been all of the bot trades since 8 o'clock when we came in. If we just look at 8 o'clock, this is the ES. From 8 o'clock, long here, winning trade. So 1 for 1. Short here, winning trade. I think this is the trade I got that put me over. 2 for 2. Long here, winning trade. 3 for 3. And short here, winning trade. 4 for 4. That's where we are. So today we would have been 4 for 4. Okay, you can see I'm at 554. I'm under $300 for another qualified account. So 4 for 4 there. Here is the NASDAQ. If we go back to 8 o'clock, that's 748, so we'll discount that. So we would have been 1 for 1 here. 1 for 1 there. 2 for 2 here. And 3 for 3 here. 3 for 3 on the NASDAQ. Here is the YM. If we go to 8 o'clock, right here, 1 for 1. One for 2. Pulled back into the trailing stop. Would have been 2 trades on the NASDAQ on the YM. So 1 for 2 on the YM. And last but not least, here is gold. I go to 8 o'clock. 1 for 1. That's right at 8 o'clock. So 1 for 1. 2 for 2. That's the first trade I actually took. 3 for 3. 3 for 4. Right? So the one thing I want to point out is, for those of you guys that are trying to get funded, the goal is to make incremental amounts every day, not trade these things into stinking oblivion. Right? I'll cover that tomorrow. But again, I'm within $300 now of my second funded account. And I started the overnight account yesterday. And I did 681 or something like that, whatever I did yesterday, 630. So I did $630 last night between 6 and 9 p.m. Let's go over the originals. So this is the NASDAQ. We were trade number 1 was 0 for 1, right? 0 for 1. That was at 9:12. No, this is crude. 0 for 1. Trade number 2 was a winner. Trade number 3 is a loser. Trade number 4 is a loser. Trade number 5 is a loser. Trade number 6 is a loser. And trade number 7 is a winner. So 2 winners and 5 losers on crude. 75 bips is back on the table. Sell the NASDAQ. Sell everything. They don't know what the hell they're doing, these people. I swear to you, they don't. Mester acknowledging the process will not be smooth. These are all losing trades. Chop Central. So what, some of you guys may have had a $5,000 day with the bot. Some of you guys may have lost a ton of money. In my opinion, the best way to trade these is with a daily goal and be done. Okay, here is Russell. Trade number 1 is a winning trade. All 3 targets. Trade number 2 is a winning trade. Trade number 3 is a losing trade, so 2 and 1. Trade number 4 is a winning trade, 3 and 1. Trade number 5 is a losing trade by a tick, 3 and 2. Trade number 6 is a winning trade, 4 and 2. And trade number 7 is a losing trade. Russell was 4 wins, 3 losses. Gold. Yeah, we sold off, guys. Told you if that 50 whatever area I said broke. Gold, trade number 1 was a winning trade. Trade number 2 is a winning trade, and trade number 3 is a winning trade. So gold was 3 for 3 today. NASDAQ, trade number 1 was a winner. Trade number 2 was a winner. And that was it, 2 for 2 on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ was 2 for 2. Last but not least, I can only speak to Apex. It's the only one I've ever done. ES was 1 for 1 here, 2 for 2, and even hit third target. And now 3 for 3. ES would have been 3 for 3. I don't know that I've ever seen the ES take 3 trades in a day. Be that as it may, fellas, my bots, I told you when I was shutting them off, my bots finished up 39.05 and then 554 on Apex. All my bots are off, but 39.05 on the day. Anybody have any questions? Market's over. Randy, I think Randy is right. We're coming to the overnight lows. We've just hit yesterday's close. We are now tracking towards yesterday's low. That included CL. But with me for CL, I may have only had 2 trades. I did, the losing short and the winning long. I told you guys I was shutting the bots off. See, let me go back a second. Charles, this is what I've used to get funded, this bot, okay? Guys, part of the problem with many of you with the bots are, you guys will trade these things. Well, you said you could trade them from 6 to 11. And you guys could be up $5,000 and you let it go. And then it ends up 1,000. Or it, whatever the case may be, right? You guys should be using that daily draw, daily goal. I have done that each and every day with this funded trader. Incrementally, right? $500 a day. There isn't a person in the room, I can't say that, with the exception of maybe half a dozen people in this room, $500 a day would change everyone's life. Maybe I'm wrong. I know $500 doesn't mean much to a few people, but for the large contingency of our room, it's $2,500 a week. It's $10,000 a month, fellas. Maybe $120,000 doesn't change anybody's life. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But there's nothing wrong with making $500 a day. I guarantee you, let me think, I guarantee you there is a very small percentage of traders globally that can make $500 every single day or average $10,000 a month. I guarantee it. One of the things that traders in general have to kick out of their heads is that you can make $1 million a year trading 3 contracts. That is untrue. That is untrue. Okay? You cannot. The point I'm trying to make is if you have realistic expectations, you will fare far better. Anybody want to tell me how they did with their bots today? Put in a daily goal, 700 a day. I think you'll hit it more often than not. Gap fill. Jerry's up 3,400. And that's live. I know he's trading live. Right, Jerry? Eddie's up 325 trading micros. Yeah, Jerry's account is live. I know Gary was up. He shut his off up. I think he said 5,000. Is there anybody whose bot lost money today? Did anybody's bot lose money? And Barbara's up 3,800. Oh, I guess you're doing the dishes today, Jerry. Joe is up 2,150 trading 2 contracts. We have another husband and wife that trade, and they have been with me for, God, a decade. And she routinely outtrades him. John is up $338. Kirk is up 32.24. All right, so nobody is telling me they're down on the bot. Everybody had a good day. 1,700 in micros? How many micros are you trading? That's a big number on micros. How many micros, Francisco? 10. Okay, it's like trading 1 contract. Okay. God bless. Fellas, have a blessed day.